Feeding my baby. He's gonna be 7 months next week. So I decided that I wanted to make a video about breastfeeding. I don't got no makeup on. Así me desperté. I think I straightened my hair yesterday. Yeah, yesterday morning I had straightened my hair. My hair's really curly. So I just wanted to talk about breastfeeding to like new mommies. And a lot of girls always ask me a whole bunch of questions. I felt like maybe I should just make a video. I don't think I'll ever make any more videos because I feel weird doing videos. I mean, Snapchat is different because it's only like 10 seconds and you're just talking shit. But I feel like it's different if you're trying to make a video for all the girls together instead of just like one girl. Well, I had wanted to start breastfeeding ever since I knew I was pregnant. Because my sister always said, oh, if you breastfeed, you'll get skinny quickly. Which is somewhat true. It just depends. I mean, if you're gonna eat like hamburgers and tacos todo el pinche día, of course you're not gonna get fucking skinny. You gonna sit there and gain weight, especially on your 40 days if you're just sitting there and eating pura mierda when you should be taking care of yourself. My mom is hella Mexican, so ella me cuidó los 40 días. And I always was very careful with what I ate because since I was breastfeeding, I was scared. I'm like, damn, like what if I eat this and then like my baby gets gas or like it doesn't work well with him and stuff like that. I was always scared because my sister couldn't eat beans when she was breastfeeding with her son. It just caused him to have a lot of gas and I didn't want that. I'm like, damn, like I really gotta take care of myself. So the first 40 days I was like, just playing around with what I could eat and stuff like that. I kept it like really to a minimum. Like the first 2 weeks, no, but yo no comía nada. My mom is from the rancho, so like I had like literally nothing to eat because I had stitches, so I didn't really want to walk around a lot and I couldn't. And real Mexican moms don't even let you carry your baby like that. They're like, oh, no es bueno porque se te queda la panza bien grande and all that stuff. So I didn't really hold him a lot. Like I held him when I was sitting down. I did not carry him ever. And like maybe after like 3 weeks I would actually pick him up. And not even then, my mom didn't let me pick him up because she said that was just bad. It's bad for your back and all that stuff. Real Mexicans. So then when I was a few weeks pregnant, I was like, well, I think I'm gonna want to breastfeed. Now it had something that it didn't dawn on me like, oh, I'm gonna have a little human sucking on my boobs. Like I didn't think like that. And I know guys think like that because my baby's dad was the first thing that came out of his mouth. He's like, would that make you feel like uncomfortable? And I'm like, no, like I don't think of it like that. And honestly, ever since I started breastfeeding, like I don't look at boobs as sexual. Like if you show me girls like in the strip club and I'm looking at the titties, like I'm not even looking at them sexual anymore. Like I can't. Now that I'm a breastfeeder, I don't see boobs like, damn, oh, she got big ass titties or something like that. Like I don't do that no more. So I was 21 when I got pregnant and I had my baby at 21. I think that was an okay age, even though people was always like, ni está casada, whatever, I don't give a fuck. I wasn't fucking in high school and stuff like that, I mean, shout out to the girls who had babies because I knew a lot of people in my family who had babies in high school, but no, that was not me. So I didn't think I deserved people talking shit about me, especially people in my family, just because I wasn't married. I'm like, bitch, I'm 21, I'm in college, I go to work, like I pay my own bills. Like just because I live with my dad doesn't mean he fucking pays everything for me. I wish my dad paid shit for me. Then I would have fucking saved up and got a whole bunch of diapers, you feel me? But I had bills to pay, and I worked up all the way till I was, I was 9 months pregnant, and I was still working at the Sun and Fun while like promoting a whole bunch of like little model airplanes and stuff like that. So when I found out I was pregnant, my sister was telling me all these good things about breastfeeding and stuff like that. That's when I started like looking into breastfeeding. I'm like, damn, like this is real cool because everybody in my rancho, they all breastfeed, Sorry, water. So they all breastfeed, and it was something that I really was very passionate about. I always wanted to try something that was scary me at first because I was so young and I felt like I was just ignorant. Mommy didn't breastfeed because my mom had a lot of health issues when she had all of us, so she decided not to breastfeed me. She wanted to breastfeed me, but then she had saw her high blood pressure and stuff like that, and she was a little bit older, so she said she didn't want me to get sick because of breastfeeding me. So she didn't. So it was kind of hard because I didn't have my mom to guide me through it. The only person who guided me through it was my older sister Evelyn. She has 2 babies and breastfed them all, and I mean she breastfed them till she was that mom who breastfed them till they were in kindergarten. My niece was breastfed until she was in kindergarten. My nephew is still breastfed. He is a year, almost 2 years, a year and 7 months, kind of he's still breastfed. Not todo el día tampoco, because she works and stuff. She pumps and she has milk stored and stuff like that. So he has breast milk. So when I decided that I wanted to do it, I looked more into it, and I was like, well, damn, all these good things. I'm not bashing formula because I've done formula too. I done the Infamil, the Reguline, because when he was little, my dumbass, my boobs were cracked and bleeding, and I was so stressed. I was like, I can't do this no more. It was 10 o'clock at night. I was just sitting there crying. My boobs had hurt so motherfucking much. I mean, my baby's dad go buy just a little bit of formula. Well, my dumbass sent him, and they had suggested us to get an Infamil, a yellow one. I don't know. I only know one of them. A yellow one, and it constipated him. Now I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, damn, I felt hella bad because I'm like, shit. Now he's constipated because I couldn't handle it, So I was like, I'm done. So the first beginning of my journey, then I would read books, read articles and stuff like that. I was trying to get real informed. I may seem stupid, but I'm not. I tried to focus a lot on reading different articles, and then just different kinds of bottles you could use when you pumped. A breast pump was in one of my things needed to buy. If I needed a breast pump in case I was gonna go back to work immediately. I thought I was gonna go back to work immediately. My baby dad had another plan. So definitely it was very I don't know, I guess you could say hard, because there was so many motherfucking breast pumps out there. I designed it all up in it. There's so many fucking breast pumps out there. I mean, a lot. And of course, some insurance covers them. Little did I know that. But it's okay. I didn't pay for mine. Mine came in the baby shower for my sister. So then it was if you breastfeed, it reduces your risk of having breast cancer, ovarian cancer. You lose weight faster. You burn 500 calories per sitting. Now it depended. Now I was like, I'm gonna get skinny. Oh shit, no, the clap back was not that quick. I did lose a lot of weight. I got some weight, not too much. I fit into my pants. I fit into my shirts. I got a little long hair here and there, but I don't feel oh man, I'm fucking hella fat. Nothing motherfucking fits, nothing like that. Now my breasts did grow a little bit. They did go up. Claro que no tanto exagerada tampoco. I still want to get my boobs done. But I did have to get nursery bras, which are a lifesaver. So when the day came near, everybody was like, oh, your nipples are gonna crack. That's all I heard for 9 months. Oh, your nipples are gonna crack. Well, in my head, I didn't know what the fuck that was. I was gonna be a new mom. My sister didn't want to discourage me in doing it, so she didn't even tell me, because I think she wanted me to try it out first, not just discourage me oh, it's gonna motherfucking hurt, oh, don't do it, retreat, or something like that. So I never even remotely even thought that it was gonna hurt like that. Now I went to all the little consultations with the nursery teachers, whatever you want, what do they call it? I don't know, the people at the clinics who teach you how to breastfeed properly. Well, them bitches didn't motherfucking tell me my boobs were gonna fucking hurt. And they didn't tell me that you could bleed. What the hell? I didn't even know that was possible. Bleed through your nipple. I was motherfucking scared. So the day comes, and my baby was supposed to be born April 20. He got a whole thing here. Stop that. Put that. He was supposed to be born. My due date was April Oh my God. He has a whole thing in his mouth. My due date was supposed to be, let it go. He has a whole French toast stick in his hand. My baby was supposed to be born April 22nd. I went over a week. I was gonna get induced on a Monday. My baby came that Friday, the Friday. Like, so Friday, he was born Friday. I was supposed to be induced that, then like the following Monday in a couple days. Oh Lord, I was so fucking scared. Now let me tell you, when my baby didn't come on the 22nd, I was like, hell no. I started doing everything in the book. Everything. Pineapple, all that shit, running, jogging, all of it. Even all that crazy stuff you're supposed to be doing with your baby's dad, husband, boyfriend, that stuff. Well, I did. It didn't work out. Baby didn't come. It didn't matter what I did. At the end, I was like, oh my God, I'm just fucking done with this shit. Lucky for, you know, I wasn't that like, oh, esto está la pinche madre tampoco. But it was bothersome that I wanted him to come out because I was still in school. My school was not, or the spring semester wasn't going to end until June something. So I was like, damn, I needed to come back because I got to go back to school. And I was just going to go to school just for the final. I was like, damn, I need to go for the final. Like, I'd be damned if he comes on the damn final. I need to go take the final because I needed to pass this class to get my degree. I'm like, oh damn, I'm hella fucked. So that day, I remember I went to go walk and I walked 2.5 hours. I was just walking the block, just walking, whatever. I kind of jogged a little. I was like, you know, jumping up and down, and even the neighbors knew because I had a big ass baby shower on my block. So they were all like, oh, no baby yet, no baby yet. I'm like, no, like I'm doing everything I can. Like I was just taking everybody's suggestions, even asking, oh, what can I do for the baby to come here earlier or whatever. It took me a while. I was just so scared. So you know what? That night I went to bed. I showered. I went to bed. And then around like 1 a.m, so like when it started hitting me, I was like, ow, what the fuck is that? I was fucking scared. I was like, oh my God, what is that? You know, I wasn't even thinking that it was labor pains because I was like, oh, like, you know, something's wrong with the baby. In my head, well, it's motherfucking 12 in the fucking morning. You telling me I'm going to sit there and think it's labor pains? No, I'm fucking sleeping. I thought something was wrong with the baby. So I got up and I used the restroom. I thought I had to like, you know, use the number 2. So then I was just scared and stuff, and I went to the restroom, and I'm like, damn, like I don't have to use the restroom. And in my head, I had planned since the get-go. My mom's always told me, you're gonna be in the hospital for a couple days, and you don't know if you can have a C-section. You don't know when you're gonna go home. So I think you should shower and, you know, get dressed up, do your makeup, you know, make time go flow, make the time go, you know. Take your time before you go to the hospital, because if you're not ready, they're going to send you back and it's pointless for you going over there. So I'm like, okay, I try to juice the clock. Now tell me, I tried to juice the clock, but my dad didn't let me. He was sitting and talking about scared as fuck for me because my baby's dad was working in Sarasota, which is like 1.5 hours from my house. He was touching it. An hour and a half from my house. So then, So then finally, I decided to go. I'm not going to get too much into the labor because I don't want to scare you females, the girls who don't have babies. This is all about breastfeeding. And I already done got sidetracked. But anyways, so, you know, time came, whatever. Baby was born. 16 hours of labor. I didn't do no epidural. I don't care if you take the epidural or not. I don't give a fuck. But I'm against it 100%. My mom's never did it. My sister, everybody in my family has never taken an epidural. I guess some of my friends have. I don't care. They can, whatever. I don't give a fuck. I didn't take the epidural because I was way motherfucking scared about that shit. I read way too many fucking stories, and I think I screwed myself over because I read them like, oh, homegirl was paralyzed. Oh, you can feel like air bubbles in your spine for the rest of your life. When it gets cold, it hurts. All these crazy things. So I was like, oh, hell no. I'd rather push the baby out pure and then go clap back into my regular life in a few months. Like, I was just down for that. So, I mean, of course, my dumbass, after like 7 centimeters, I was like, I'm ready for the epidural. It was too late. I was 9 centimeters. I was ready to push, honestly. And like 30 minutes after I pushed. Damn. Passing gas, I see. Anyways, so then after the baby, they tell you to try to breastfeed. I was fucking tired. 16 hours of labor. You think that was the first thing on my fucking mind, feeding him? No, I wanted him cleaned and all that good stuff and a little gorrito on his head. When I had him, I remember what my mom said. When she had me, she was like, They asked her who wants to hold the baby. My mom was like, So they handed me over to my dad. And my dad was the one that held me first. I said the same fucking thing. I was like, I suffered for 16 motherfucking hours. Give it to his dad. Like, I was like, I'm done. I don't know where these girls like, oh, give me bebé. Yeah, I was in love and stuff, but the first I was like, let me breathe. Oh, hell no. And you're supposed to try to breastfeed them the first hour. Like I said, that was not the first thing on my mind. I think I fed him within like 2 hours, but you're supposed to do it in the first hour. That's where you're supposed to make it happen. So I didn't, clearly. And I had not even tried to, like, my sister was always like, oh, squeeze squeeze aquí, a ver si te sale algo. I was too fucking scared. Let's be real. I was scared. I didn't know what the fuck to expect. My mom never told me because my mom never breastfed. I was bottle fed, so so when it was time, them ladies who come around, she was nice. She was some white lady. She would come in and she was like, are you gonna breastfeed? Are you gonna bottle feed? I'm like, oh, I'm gonna try to breastfeed, but if nothing comes out, man, shit, don't mind if I do. I'm just gonna give them a bottle. I was already tired. I was fucking over the day. I was just over that shit. I was like, let's just go on and just give him a bottle. My sister's like, no, you need to try. She was actually the one in the labor room with me and my baby's dad. So she was like, do you want to try? I was like, yeah, we can try, but I'm not going to stress it if I don't get no milk. I don't give a fuck. We're going to go on to the next thing, because I like things being easily done. Like, oh, let's, work smarter, not harder. That's just the person I am. I don't give a fuck. I'm like, oh, if I got to struggle, I'm not doing this. No, ma'am. But she squeezed my boob for me, honestly, because I was too scared to do it. She was like, oh, look, and boop, boop, boop. All the things come out of my little boob. I was like, oh, shit. I was hella surprised. I was like, oh, fuck. I had never expected such thing. I was like, oh, this is amazing. God is so big. So I latched him on. It was a quick latch. I don't know. I guess my sister struggled her first time. I did not struggle. My baby ate for like what seemed like forever, but apparently it was like 6 minutes. But he was a newborn. But come. Apparently I had enough for him. Just enough for him. Well, everything was going gravy. He was waking up, every couple hours, whatever, or like every hour and a half. Wake up, feed him, go back to bed, whatever. It was like that until 2 days later. I looked at my boobs before I showered, and then I saw my boobs were hella shiny, and I mean shiny. What do they call it? They call it engorged or whatever, when they're like, and they look so big. They look like grapefruits. Like, I was so fucking scared. I was like, what the fuck are these? Tengo los chichis hinchadas. And my mom was like, no, es que se hace. And I called my sister, and I was like, is this normal? She's like, yeah. I was like, I thought I was gonna, like, my boobs were gonna explode. They hurt so bad. And it was just like in a couple hours. Like, it just happened out of nowhere. I was like, what in the actual fuck? I was hella scared. And then I was like, is this normal? I was scared. And then you know what? I was remembering this Kristen Bell, Kristen Bell, the comedian lady, whatever. She white. And we were talking about in one of her articles or something. I don't remember if it was an article or maybe I had seen it and it was just like a little piece of her book or something like that. That she got her husband to suck her boob to help the flow speed up. I was like, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna try everything in the book right now. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and try to stress. Fuck that. I was like, oh my god, so stressed and scared because my boobs were so big and they hurt. And they started to feel really poofy. I'm like, oh my god, like, it's gonna happen. My boobs are gonna hurt. That was nothing, my dear, nothing. So we tried the theory, me and my baby's dad. I was like, okay, I feel a little better. Everything was great. Everything felt better. He did what Christian Bell suggested women to do, and I did. So then, like, you know, you go through the baby blues and you're depressed and you feel ugly and you feel like, you know, you're never gonna clap back and you feel like your vagina is this big and like everything está todo hinchado y todo está bien discombobulated. Everything's fucking ugly. Your hair looks like fucking shit. Your hair starts to fall out. My eyebrows are never drawn on anymore. I don't got my nails done. Actually, I had my nails done, but I took them off because I started scratching him. I was like, I'm doing this. And then bending down was a fucking task. I couldn't do shit. My breakfast was a fucking té. Una té de hierbabuena or té de manzanilla. Not canela, because my mom don't believe in té de canela. They said it's bad for high blood pressure. You know, we're Mexicans. So I didn't even try. I did like, it was like so hard. When I woke up, it was time to breastfeed. Every time. And it took a couple days for them to actually start hurting. I'm like, what the fuck? When the first time I felt it hurt, I'm like, it feels like a hornet. I was like, what? Did I do something wrong? Like, I even thought he bit me. Like, I'm like, oh, it's me. You know, it's me. I'm doing something wrong. So my sister came over the next day and I was like, what am I doing wrong? Like, it hurts. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Like, I even started looking at a whole bunch of videos online, a whole bunch of YouTube videos. I'm like, damn, all these bitches getting their baby to do it right. Was it because my titty's small? Like, I couldn't understand. I was like, damn, my boobs are small. Like, this bitch got a big ass boob and her nipple was like this big and the baby was así, toda la chicha así and everything. And I was like, this is not fair. Like, my babies don't even have a big boob to be sucking on. Like, for me, it was just like, my poor baby, he's hella screwed. Like, my boob ain't big enough. And my mom was very discouraging because she didn't breastfeed. So of course, anybody who didn't breastfeed would be like, oh yeah, just give him a bottle. Just give him a bottle. That was all my mother said. And it just used to bother the fuck out of me. So I would just call my sister to come over, or I would FaceTime my sister all the fucking time because she was the only one out of the siblings who had breastfed. And my sister-in-law didn't breastfeed either. So I was just like always calling her, always like texting her, and thank God she was always up when I texted her. I never like texted her during like 4 a.m. or anything like that, but she would answer honestly because her baby boy was real young at the time. He was barely gonna be a year, so he was up like 2 times a night, stuff like that, because he was a bad sleeper. But then it started to hurt, and then one day, maybe this is all within 1 week, like, and then it started to bleed. And I didn't even notice that it was bleeding until Gio, my baby's dad, saw it. He was like, oh my God, your nipple is like está rojo. It looks like a pepperoni. I was like, what the fuck? I was fucking scared. I started fucking crying. I'm like, ya estuvo, me voy a morir a la verga aquí. Right here, I'm just gonna fucking die. I'm just gonna kill myself. Like, oh my God, I've never seen my boob that scary. And I'm white skinned as fuck, and my nipples don't look like that. So I was scared and motherfucking crying. Oh, hell no. And I'm telling you, it felt like a hornet every fucking time. And I'm telling you, te agarraba escalofrío every time he fucking, every time he would, get on me and latch. Fuck no. He would sit there and fucking, like chew on me really hard. Like, it felt like his jaw would go, like his jaw would clack. Like, it was so weird. I couldn't even explain it. And my sister said it. She saw him that day. She came over. She was like, I'm putting him in the walker. She was like, you know what? He eats fucking hard. I was like, well, this is good news. Good fucking news. No, you know what? It was not good news because I was motherfucking scared. I was frustrated as fuck. I wanted the day to be over every fucking day. Honestly, I was just like, this is the worst thing of my life. I do not recommend this for anybody. And honestly, it was so fucking hard. My bad. I'm picking another thing because I don't want to watch a fucking word party every day. Okay. So it was really hard. I'm telling you, it was so hard. My boobs bled. Not just one time, a few times. And you know what? My boobs would chap. So I started going through all these nipple creams. Now, first I tried organic shit because that's the type of person I am. I like using vegan shit and organic creams because I always thought that was better for your skin. So stupid. Tell me how come I didn't even use like the lube oil or the lube thing, some little purple brand. Because that's like not even animal cruelty free. Like, you know, it's some kind of huesos de vaca squeezed in a tube. But shit, I was like, you know what? I don't like using non-vegan products on myself. Even my makeup's vegan. Like, you know, Not even vegan, like cruelty free. So I started using, what is it called? Bamboobies. It's from Target and it's black and it has like a little woman figure on it, and her like boobies have like little hearts. Now that shit was $13. A tube was like this big, like this big. So I thought that was gonna work. I bought it. I used it. It worked for a little bit. All it would do, it would help the chappedness on the nipples. It did not help you do a motherfucking thing. All it did was like, let's just say you have like a big cut on your lip, right? So you put chapstick on it. It stops the chap, but your lips are still fucking ripped and hurt, you know? They still hurt. So same concept. I was pissed as fuck. I was like, this shit is expensive. And it didn't even fucking work. I went through every little lube tube you can imagine in 1 week. I was like, this is crazy. I was 2 weeks in and my boobs were still hurting every fucking feeding time. And I mean, it hurt the entire time. There was not one motherfucking time that it did not hurt. My boobs hurt for 3 months. And now obviously within time it would hurt less and less. Honestly, your boobs got used to it. That's a lie. They're lying to y'all's asses. If y'all bitches would tell me, oh, nunca me dolió, you a lying bitch. And everybody else is lying to your ass. They're just lying to you because they don't want you to breastfeed. Or they want you to breastfeed and be healthy for your child. Or they want a healthier baby. Because that's what they're going to tell you. You know, when you go to your little consultas. Oh, you know, breast is best. Y que no sé qué tanto. Well, yo también de pendeja me creí. Nah, fuck that shit. Like I told y'all, that shit motherfucking hurt 3 months. I got blueberries on my lips. Anyways, so I'm telling you, it fucking hurt every day for 3 months. I would cry. At night was worse because, you know, you wake up from your sleep y que te pica un pinche hormiga. Bruh, it felt like a piranha. I was like, I love my son, no lie. But damn, this shit hurt. Because you know why? My sister would sit there and be like, oh, it's going to be better. Just give it a couple days. A couple days ni que nada. It took months. And you know what? After everything, my sister was like, yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. It took me about 2 months to get it right. Bitch, why you ain't tell me? She was like, well, it's because I don't want to discourage you. I would have fucking ran away from the get-go. Why the hell would I have I wanted to breastfeed if I knew I was gonna fucking cry, bleed, and all these kinds of things? It was fucking scary. The fucking bullshit. I don't believe no bitch telling me, oh, no dolió. Nah, fucking lying bitches. Because every single one of my aunties, and all of them are fucking 17 years old, all of them said the same thing. Oh, it's because, like, you know, sometimes you get clogged ducts. Let me tell you about that. Tell me how come if your baby actually sleeps more than an hour, and it depends on how your milk production is, bitch, every time I moved, there was bolas all in my titties, and I felt así se sentía como canicas. It felt like marbles in my boobs. I was like, ¿qué es esto? Oh my god, I have cancer. Like, it was scary. 3 a.m. all the time because he would sleep like maybe an hour and a half, and I don't know what it was about my milk production. It'd be better at night. So it's like my boobs knew he was gonna wake up at night, and they would get so fucking like, I felt like when I would touch it, it felt like, yeah, like a bag of marbles, and it was clogged ducts all over my fucking boob. I'm like, this is crazy. And at the time I still didn't have my pump, and I was like, oh my god, this hurts. Like, this really hurts, and it feels like a little ball inside my boob. They give you all these little squishy things. I'll show maybe a next video. I'll show the things that I used and what worked, what didn't work, what to buy, what not to buy. If you balling on a budget or not, because I didn't buy expensive shit except for that one cream that I was like, never again. You could use the cheap shit, and you can use las brujerías del rancho, and that shit will work just fucking fine. Don't believe that shit. So then for the clogged ducts, I would use these little jelly thingies. Now I bought those at Target. Now I think it came 2 in a little packet, and it was only like maybe like $6. And you will put it either in the microwave to get it really, really hot, or you could freeze it. And you know, it just depends on what you preferred. Me, I preferred shit hot. Cold was not really my friend ever. And honestly, cold doesn't really do anything besides make you feel good. The heat from like the showers would help your clogged ducts, and my boobs felt like heaven. Every time I showered, I was like, I showered like 2 times a day. Cabello y todo. I didn't give a fuck, girl. Like this. I've been sitting in that fucking shower 10 fucking minutes just standing. Not even fucking putting jabón on me. Just sitting there. My boobs felt so good under heat water. That's the only thing. It's the only remedy in the life. Like, that was it. Just putting my boobs in hot water helped me so much. My baby is 7 months and he is still breastfed. He drinks, I started giving him an ounce of needle every like maybe sometimes in the morning, sometimes in the night. You know, needle, the Mexican formula. You can give him like a little bit. I guess my mom gave us some of that too. I don't remember, but I started giving him just a little bit, not too much, porque you know it's kind of like whole milk. But if it's helping me out, you damn Skippy, I'm gonna fucking give it to him. So formula was towards the end of the day, or like if I wanted to, you know, vestirme toda chingona y ponerme una blusa que de verdad no podía quitármela. Like, you know, like there's some shirts that are like, you know, like collar or like turtlenecks or whatever. You can't take those off to breastfeed unless you're like all kinds of like this. And like if you're at a party, you know. So that's what I did. I'd give him like, you know, a formula bottle if like I was out like that, or I was like between a whole bunch of families. Not that I was embarrassed or anything. It's just that it was just more convenient for me. And when, you know, that's why I don't bash girls who do the formula. Myself was, you know, was introduced to the bottle, you know, since day one. I give him water now in sippy cups because he done got used to the sippy cup, because I don't want him to be like kids who always have a bottle in their mouth. I mean, babies prefer different things. I don't care. Little kids, toddlers always want, you know, whatever's comfortable for them. But I would rather not him have a bottle like that, because I mean, I think it's easier to have a sippy cup, I guess. And I think the sippy cup lasts a hell of a lot longer than the bottle. He would go through the bottle like no tomorrow. But the sippy cup yesterday, he had water in it, and it lasted him. He held it. He holds his own stuff now. He's a big boy. But we breastfeed still. He breastfeeds every morning. At night, he sleeps through the night. Sometimes he'll wake up 5 in the morning. I'll give him, you know, sometimes chiche. If I'm really lazy, that'll give him some needle. But he won't drink that much. He'll drink like a little bit of ounces, and then he wants breakfast. Now I give him whatever. I'm fucking paisa. He can have frijoles, arroz. He can have fideo. He can have caldito de pollo. He eats everything. He got 2 little teeth. He eats anything that fills him up. Anything squishy, you know, I give it to him. At first I was like, oh, you know, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that, all these great things. So porque I'm not gonna say no names. I know a kid that they fed him all organics when he was a baby, fruits and vegetables, which I'm not gonna bash because, you know, that's fam. But right now all he eating is chicken nuggets and shit, little green chill sandwiches. No, pa' que chingados me gasto el tiempo y el dinero haciendo todo que, ay, que puro orgánico pa' mi hijo. If mi hijo is gonna grow up and be like, no, mami, yo quiero puro chicken nuggets, I feel like I would just waste my time. No. Homeboy can eat menudo, pozole, fideo, everything right now. I want him to be that little Mexican running around with a little tortilla and aguacate inside. So he breastfeeds still. Breastfeed more than anything. Formula casi nunca. And I'm talking about needle. I'm like, casi el infamo casi ya no. I have one, like a little one, but I don't ever like waste my money on it. I'm like, wait a minute, he like needle. If I'm really struggling, he can have some needle. And I've already given it to him, and he don't get like the poops or anything like that. But he gets breastfed all day. Right now he breastfeeds like, I would say like every 2 hours. He can last a while. Like right now he'll have breakfast. It could be like a huevito or something like that. That noise is him. Just depends on what I want to give him for breakfast. Like, I'll give him like the toddler yogurt. I would try to give it him, and he likes that. I mean, he don't get poops. He has a strong stomach like me. He got that from me. Very strong stomach. But it was a hard journey. It still is a hard journey. Just because he don't want just chichi no more. He wants everything, and he wants to take everything off your plate and all that stuff. And sometimes it's hard, I guess. But I mean, I look at it as, damn, like, why would I just, you know, give him the bottle now and formula todo ya? If I struggled so fucking hard, I cried so much to breastfeed. Like, it took me so many tears, all these products to help my boobs. Nursery bras. I mean, what is that? Nursing bras. I had 2 of them. When one was too wet and dirty, I would just use the other one. Now, I wash them like every day. Because first of all, them motherfuckers is expensive. Because bras, say goodbye to your bras, babies. You won't be using your expensive Victoria's Secret bras no longer. Till this day, I've only worn them a couple. I can count on my fingers how many times I've worn the Victoria's Secret bras since I've been breastfeeding. So the nursery bras. That's probably the last part, and then I'm just done. I'm just gonna let this go to 40 minutes. I highly doubt everybody's gonna watch this shit, but you know, my story, maybe. I mean, people always watch my Snapchats. So then my sister gave me my first one because her boobs were bigger than mine. So I think hers was a gift. It was brand new. Hers was a gift and it didn't fit her, so she went ahead and gave it to me. It was like straight out of the package. It didn't have like no padding in it. It was just normal. I think it's in the washer right now. Yeah, it's in the washer. It's a white one, and then I have a black one which has no padding whatsoever. Like, you could wear that like for nursing, but if you're at your house, unless you put like a little pad on it or something when you go out, because no tiene nada and you can see your nipples if you try to put a shirt on. And I use tank tops. Right now I don't got a tank top on because ya está más grande. I used to put a tank top on, and what I would do is I put the string down, the spaghetti strap, and take off the thing because it's a button. It's easier. I suggest you to get a nursery bra if you plan on nursing. It is a lifesaver, and it saves all your good bras, because there's no point of using no good bra if you're gonna be uncomfortable. You're gonna be sitting there looking stupid doing the most, trying to take off your bra. Just get a damn nursing bra. I got two of them. One washed here, one washed there. So I was washing them. I'm manual because, you know, sometimes your boobs will leak. And I had the little boob pad thingies. Some of them were good. Some of them were bad. There's a whole bunch of marcas. It'll probably be, like I said, a separate video. I'll show my products. But some of them sucked. Oh my God, they sucked so bad. My boobs would get so irritated and start to get roñas. They would have like rashes all over my boobs. Everybody kept suggesting, oh, put your milk on it. So I would try, get pinches. It would make it worse. I would have to shower and put some crema. Some fucking, like, some bullshit ass crema. Because, you know, you can't even put no crema on your titties because your baby's breastfeeding. It fucking sucked. Now, that was another thing that also never fixed my boobs. I was just like, this sucks balls. Like, this really sucks. So, the padding, too. I'm going to show the paddings that I used that did not irritate my skin. And, I'm very picky because my skin likes to crack and all these bullshit. Like, I'm not... He's yawning. I feel like since I'm white-skinned, I have all the disadvantages of being white-skinned. I'm always, like, cracked skin, dry as fuck in my eyes. My nose be dry. My lips are always chapped. Like, siempre tengo dried, like, on my body, like ashy. I don't even know. But next video I'll show the products that I use, and I'm gonna have to breastfeed now. So that's my breastfeeding journey. Good luck to all the girls who are breastfeeding. I'm not trying to discourage you. Please go ahead and try. People, some girls are very different. Everybody's different. Don't think that it's just my story and my how much I struggle. You gonna struggle. If you're gonna breastfeed, by all means be a breastfeeder. Like, it's what you want for your baby. If you want to bottle feed, go ahead and bottle feed your baby. You know, like me, I did basically what 90% breastfeeding, 10% formula. I use the Reguline for Enfamil, and now I'm starting to give him some needle. Everything else is breastfed and just regular food. I don't want to discourage nobody. Don't think, oh, you know, she said she fucking hurts. Yeah, the shit fucking hurts. But people don't tell you. They want you to keep going and all that stuff. Don't listen to them. Just keep in mind that it's not all rainbows and cupcakes. This shit is hard. But in the end, you're like, man, I'm super mom. I got this. So you feel good about yourself. You're like, damn, I'm an awesome mom. No matter what. You know, as long as your baby's fed and your baby's happy, not crying. You did great, mama. You did great. Bye.